Call to order committee of the whole meeting Tuesday, July 21st, 44 p.m. Roll call, please, Kim.
Sima,
Here.
Mead,
Here.
Babcock,
Here.
Rhoda,
Here.
Wright,
Here.
Gustafson. Here. Thank you.
Approval of the minutes for the meeting of the committee of the whole from July 7th, 2026.
So moved.
Second.
Wright,
Yes.
Sima,
Yes.
Rhoda,
Yes.
Babcock,
Yes.
Mead.
Yes.
Thank you.
First, the two public comments. Anyone else with a public comment? Anyone online? No? Very good, thank you. Old business update and discussion, village lease vehicle. Can we get an update from the village president on the village lease vehicle, please?
Yes. Enterprise responded that production begins in August, and there is a 20-week build out, but the price for but the price for Ford Explorer base model 2027 model would run $825.42 a month. So I then asked her the representative to do some research for something that would be less expensive. She went on vacation and we'll get back when she has those items that would come in. I asked her between the 500, 550 mark. So we'll see what it comes in.
Personally, and I don't want to speak, but I think if we could get the RAV4 back, or similar model of the RAV4 at 500, that's our goal, my goal. It's just to get that vehicle back for $500.
She will quote us a price on something that would be equivalent to spending that. And the village has in the past, all of its things have been new, not used purchases. So she'll quote something for 27 that would be in that price range.
Yes.
We'll see what she comes back.
What about the car that we had? I mean, can we get that back? Is it leases? Did they turn it over? I don't know.
It's been sold.
I mean, that would have been ideal.
I think the RAV4 is fine. That's the exact same vehicle is fine.
So let's see what she was charged with. Find us something at that price range. We'll see what she comes back with.
New business, discussion and recommendation, IML is up. I think they're taking rooms and sign up for the conference. Any
Yes.
discussion on that?
So I was looking at it, the deadline is coming up on it. They're already booking rooms. I held a room from their room block for myself this year, but I know we need to approve if we're going or not. So I would make a motion. I know we budgeted last year in the budget to make sure that we had it, because previous year we weren't budgeted for us to go. I just don't know who is wanting to attend this year. And then we just have to, I know, approve it here, bring it to the board for the next meeting.
I'm interested.
I'm interested in going, that's why I booked the room already, because I want to make sure the village got the discounted rate for the hotel.
Hey, I'm traveling that week, so I don't know if I'll be able to make it. I won't be able to commit to it till later on.
I'm not sure if Molly was going to want to go or not. We would have to find out then.
Certain three? That's this time?
Do we check with Molly though? Because as a new trustee, she
Right.
might benefit.
And I think I found it very beneficial last year as a new trustee going.
Do we feel that the per diem is where it needs to be for Chicago?
Well, I know,
It's set.
well, it is set by the state at $93 per day. That's what it is. It's broken down that you could use that 93 broken down for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Okay.
$93 in Cook County or the city of Chicago. But I don't know if our village had that rate down, because that was last year, and that goes till the end of September 2026.
Who's it set by then?
Do we,
It's set by the state of Illinois.
I'm sorry, do we have a number in our ordinance though?
No, we
do
do not.
Okay.
No, we do not. Our travel policy indicates that it will be whatever table is used to determine
Gotcha.
what the per diem is.
I have never.
And the per diem is also reduced by if you go to this facility and part of your fee includes a meal, then the per diem is reduced by that. So for example, if breakfast is furnished, okay, then the per diem can be reduced by that as well.
How I read it from the thing, because you're under no obligation to go to meals at the events, but it has your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, like per diem's per diem. If I go for the day and I spend all my per diem for dinner, then that's per diem, that's what it is for the day.
You can look at you can re-examine the travel policy and make a suggestion that something be changed with it. The other item to decide is how many nights do you wish to stay? 1, 2, or 3, because that will also be
I
entered
believe,
into the cost that you're asking the board to approve.
I believe it was just the 3 nights was, well, the 2 nights actually, the Saturday, it was Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Let me pull my calendar, I don't remember the dates on top of my head.
16,
So it's 3 days, but 2
17, 18,
nights.
19.
Is that what you're saying?
19, 20.
I believe so. Let me just,
I think 2 nights is probably.
right, we didn't buy tickets for the gala last year because we don't need to stay for a black tie dinner or the last night, have to have the expense for another hotel room and all that other stuff.
John, may I ask? Are you now able to call that out? Because in the past, the registration fee it included that, so you were stuck paying for it whether you used it
No,
or
it's
not.
a separate,
It's separate now?
yeah, on the
Does
IML.
not have to pay for that? It's not embedded in the registration fee any longer?
So there's multiple different registration fees on the IML site that they sent us out.
But that's
So-
in advance because a lot of people didn't like.
If you want the Saturday annual banquet, it is an extra $150. If you want the expo for your spouse to come, it's an extra $75. If, like, there's all these add-ons that they have now, it's no longer part of the ticket price. And I believe that was the same last year, that's why we went with the cheaper option last year when we registered. But we need staff here to then register us after it's approved at the next meeting, if it's approved.
Need to know, as I said, the count and if people are staying for both Friday or Thursday night, Friday night, or Friday night, Saturday, whatever sessions and days and nights.
It would be September 17th, 18th, and 19th, staying over on the 17th and 18th and returning the evening of the 19th.
So, why don't you shoot whatever financial information you have over to clerk, and we'll have her take a look at that and go back and forth and confirm with everybody that that's what they
Whoever
want
wants
to
to
do.
go.
Right.
Is that okay without?
I think you can do that. I mean,
I'll send an email to Molly to see if she's interested.
but you know you've got 3 and the most you'll have is 4.
What if the administrator wants to go?
He's sitting right there.
I slowly turned.
So the number isn't set tonight if we make a motion, right?
So
But what you can do is you can gather all the financial information as to what it would be for one person. And then at the board meeting, suspend the rules and approve X number of people who are going to go at whatever that package price is. Because by that time, we will know how many are going, and we can get the exact pricing with the whatever program, whatever tier of pricing and the room pricing. But the safe thing to do would be, if there's no penalty for canceling the room up to maybe 48 hours or whatever, go ahead and book 4 rooms while you have that at that price. So at least that's guaranteed. And then if 3 people go, we can cancel one. That makes sense?
Yes, and it is just Thursday through Saturday, no add-ons. Registering ahead of time, it would be $325 per person, plus the cost of the room, which I believe was $260 a night, their reduced rate. It's the Hilton, the Hyatt.
And tax, that does not include the tax.
At about 20%.
or the parking.
Well, you're gonna send it to board in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
We'll send it to board.
let's do that.
Correct.
If I can do
Turns
that.
out Scott wants to go, turns out Molly wants to go, we'll just modify the motion at board level to include 5.
Correct, but we'll have a package price for
Right.
one.
All right, motion to send this, recommend to send this to the board?
So moved.
Second.
Rhoda,
Yes.
Bright,
Yes.
Sima,
Yes.
me,
Yes.
Babcock. Yes. Thank you.
Number 4, wanted to open up this for discussion. Code enforcement, maybe hiring for a local person, currently paying $45,000 a year for outside agency come in. I believe there are individuals out there that would do that for less money. They already do have 2 candidates. If we're interested in bringing that back into a local person, bringing that into the office, the village hall here, and also saving probably $5,000 a year, if we're interested in looking at some budgetary item. Just some thoughts.
I've advocated for this. It's one of the reasons why I think we need to have the village vehicle. I do like having, vehicle come to my community that actually has Roscoe plates, Roscoe identification with Illinois plates on it. Somebody that's invested in our community, that knows our neighbors, understands from the state. Not to say that I'm disappointed with the current job, but I think that if we have an appropriate candidate, it would be something to investigate.
Anything else?
I second that as far as, I don't know if anybody can explain the benefit to contract it out to an outside business to come in, if there was a benefit in it. I mean, we tried it. From my understanding in the past, having a local code enforcement was a good thing, so.
If I may, we had 2 in-house, one full-time who left and took a job with the county. And then we advertised, and both of those, it has to be advertised first, whatever we do, whatever you decide to do, it has to be advertised first. So when it was advertised the second time, we set, or the board agreed that this would be part-time. The position is cyclical. There's more work to be done in the growing season and less in the winter. So it was decided that that would be part-time. And the part-time person worked out really well. He was in-house here, but for personal reasons, he had to leave. So we advertised a 3rd time and we didn't get anyone. So that's why it was outsourced. And when it was outsourced, it was set at 20 hours a week with the possibility that more could be added if needed. And the rate set at the yearly cost of this, $45 an hour or $45,000. So if the problem is that you feel that it's not a comprehensive check over the village, the number of hours can be expanded. If you feel that there isn't compliance, well, then that's another issue because of the various steps involved. However, if you do wish to go with in-house, the language of the contract requires that there be the timely notification that that's what you're going to do. And then it has to be, you have to examine the job description, look it over, decide if it meets whatever it is you want. Then we post the opening with the job description and we see what happens. So those individuals that Trustee Wright says are interested would have the opportunity to apply.
I think it would work out well with the timing of the car. By the time we get the car, we might actually have a code enforcement person before the car. You could walk around. I would
Well,
like-
not necessarily, because this contract is through December 31st.
The current
I'll take a look at the contract and see what.
That's
the-
what was the next
gonna
question.
See what the termination provisions provide. I'm pretty sure I have it. I don't recall it off the
It
top
is
of my head.
60 days prior to
Well, is it 60 days prior to the end of
the
the?
contract. 60-day notice that there is not going to be the
It's not going
automatic
to be
renewal.
renewed. There is no termination
Right, it's,
with or without cause on blank notice. I'll look at the
Right.
contract.
So I think this is what, directional, are we just sort of getting the?
Yeah, just an open open
I'll look at it and
discussion
report back what I find.
to examine what we need to do.
We have time regardless based on the contract obligation, so I would say we just get the information from our attorney for the next committee of the whole meeting, put it in his whole business, and we can see if it fiscally makes sense or not at that time.
Yeah, because would you have to add the price of the car per month to the cost of?
No, the car was already here. We were already paying that car. The car was
If the
here.
car's gone now, and now we're talking about getting a car for this person.
and
It was in the budget till the end of the year.
whatever software is needed or whatever to make it happen.
Is the code enforcement though, do they have a skill set that's why you hire an outside firm?
This was their business, yes, the
But I mean,
reporting, the
the
tracking.
individual that you'd hire to do this, so wouldn't they have to have some sort of skill set, or is just anybody off the street?
I think the people we had in the past were law enforcement, or people that actually had experience with enforcement. So, yeah, that's the person you're looking for. Obviously, it's gotta be somebody that has that type of background.
I'm sorry, Mike, I was talking about the firm that we hired. Is there, I mean, that's all they do, right?
Yes.
Code enforcement, so.
Yes.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
Thanks, Tom. Okay, number 5, any thought on, now that we have a date, September 1, hopefully, on the parking lot? Any thoughts, and I don't know how long the food truck goes for this year? Be nice to open up the new lot with a food truck there, maybe?
Well, I had a question about this, because I know, was it last year, it was here at the Village Hall each Friday? Right here by the parking lot. Then we moved it to the municipal, the public works area. Has the turnout been well received at the public works area? Like, do we have a comparison of last year to this year? I know food trucks are food trucks, and depending on who you get, some people go anywhere for a truck, but I just don't know. I'd like to know though, are we getting more traffic, less traffic?
Information can be anecdotal, but perhaps the place to start is to ask those vendors who were here last year and who are in a different location to give us some input as to what they see, as to if indeed traffic is greater one place or the other.
I'd like to call
And
Troy.
Troy can speak to the issues of rolling out there versus at Swanson Park.
Yeah, I saw this was on the agenda and I already talked with Christine and I was having her reach out to the food trucks to see if they like this place. From the ones that once she reached out, because I get all of them confused, but all of them except for one now, so that they've liked that place down there that had a lot of business. There was a couple that didn't like the newer parking lot, just felt like they were back too far, that people didn't see them, there's not enough room to get in there. But all of them, they said they like that area, it's open, people can see there. But who knows, once, you get the covers on and everything like that, maybe we'll try this again.
Did you not also add the playground was an
Yeah, yeah.
attraction?
Yeah, when we reached out to all the food trucks, we said there's a playground, we have the picnic tables, big parking lot.
On that new structure in the parking lot, can a food truck park under that structure? I don't recall the
Yes.
clearance. The
Yeah,
clearance is
yeah.
enough for it,
Right.
and that's how it would be set up, the truck would be under there?
It can either side, one side, if you remember the configuration, there's handicap parking. So I think it was configured so that the west side would be that and backing in, and then the tables remaining on the patio.
And that was, I think, the intention of part of that parking lot was to help those businesses and get something on one of the busiest corners that we have in town. and drawing some attention to a new item that we have here.
Maybe it can be both places.
If we want to set them to, and that's up to those food trucks, they can,
There's no per minute, right? We're not charging them to come and reserve a spot, are we? So it's not that big of an ask. If they want to have two different locations, I know it's anecdotal, but I did talk to one of the vendors. I didn't talk to probably as many as Christine, but they said that they had more business up here last year, but that was, maybe it needed time to, they were trying to be fair and say that maybe they just need more time for people to find them. But I know one of the vendors said that they had less business down there than they have.
And if you keep moving it back and forth, you might confuse people where the truck is. So, maybe we start and stay at one place for a year and check it out.
okay. Second public comment, last public comments. Someone pop up? There's a hand?
I don't know.
All right, I'll go over there.
Sorry.
That's all right.
There
I live on Zoom, so.
There you go.
Go ahead.
Can you please
Hi.
give and spell it for us, please?
Yes, my name is Allison Schwerk, ALLISONSCHWARK.
Go ahead, Allison.
Thank you very much. I just wanted to take an opportunity to speak with you all this evening. Again, my name is Allison, and I am your current municipal code enforcement officer that serves the village of Roscoe. I just wanted to have an opportunity to speak regarding your agenda item this evening for the consideration of moving code enforcement in-house. So I appreciate the opportunity to speak during public comment. We truly value and appreciate our opportunity to be serving the village of Roscoe. It's a privilege to work alongside your village staff and residents to help maintain your community. So I understand that you are considering transitioning code enforcement services from contracted to an in-house position. And this is a really important policy decision for you and one that ultimately rests in your hands. I'm just asking that you take careful consideration in this process and take into consideration the overall value, flexibility, and level of service the village currently receives. As a municipal code enforcement firm, our sole focus is helping communities enforce their ordinances fairly, consistently, and professionally. Because this is our specialty, we bring years of experience working with a variety of municipalities, allowing us to apply best practices, remain current on changing regulations, and we provide objective enforcement that is free from that internal policy pressure and potential conflicts that you may have with in-house staff. The village also benefits from having an entire team with our company rather than relying on one single employee. If a staff member is unavailable due to vacation, illness, training, or turnover, our service continues uninterrupted and there's no disruption in inspections, complaint response, or case management because we do have several qualified professionals available to support the village whenever needed. I do understand that cost is a large consideration. And as your village president stated, we are absolutely willing to be flexible with our budget, whether that be reconsidering the cost of our services or an increase and decrease in services. We are flexible and open to that. Our main priority is providing a good service to your village. Even though I am not a village resident, we truly value and care about the community and the residents that live within it. Again, we provide quite a bit of flexibility. We can expand our services. We can change our services to meet your needs and custom tailor our contract to fit exactly what you're looking for. But what we probably most importantly provide is continuity. Staffing changes are common, and hiring the right person for code enforcement is really important, and it could take months. And then that individual typically leaves. You see a lot of turnover with a part-time position such as this. And then that institutional knowledge leaves with that, and you have to start all over again. And it sounds like that's what you've experienced in the past. So we are able to provide you a consistent service, and we truly do enjoy working with the Village of Roscoe. We get along wonderfully with all village staff, and we're very proud of the relationship we've built with the village. So I just wanted that opportunity to speak and thank you all for your time. And again, as you open up this discussion further, I would be happy to come in, provide more context on our current services, or talk about how we can benefit your village by staying with you. So thank you for your time.
Oh, thank you, Allison. Appreciate you getting on tonight. Thank you. Any other presentations this evening? Nothing? No need for executive session? Motion to adjourn? So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
7:10 p.m.